until, I don't know, this is probably the first one we named because we got this from a lady named Beverly. She was the original owner. She lived up in Idaho Falls area. And she died. Her daughter inherited the car. Her daughter put it on KSL. I'm always searching for cars like this, right? So
you got this off KSL?
Yeah, it was on KSL. So I see it on KSL and I message her immediately, and she calls back in the morning. She goes, "Oh, hon, I'm so sorry that car sold." And I was like, "Well, do you have the money?" And we talked through it a little bit, and I ended up getting her Venmo, and I just Venmo'd her $500, and I said I'll be there in 2 hours because, I mean, look at it. Like, how could you not? The car's original, with the exception of what Matt did, Zamora Designs on the paint. So he did this right here on the back and on the front. This was his first car that he ever painted. So yeah, that's how she got her name, Beverly.
I love it. That's pretty rad. I had a Cadillac this color.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. This was the terrible color back then. Like, nobody.
And what motor's in it?
So it came with a 400.
Okay.
She has all the books and records, and it looks like probably 20 years ago, some shop talked her into a 350.
Oh.
So instead of rebuilding it, someone talked her, so it's got a 350 in it.
Nice.
It's a 22 ZR2, and we did the douchebag wheels. Hi-Fi did stereo.
He says that, but they're pretty cool looking. You guys have to see them in person. And then is that a stock grill?
Yeah, that's how the ZR2s come.
Dang.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty aggressive. Now, what's the ZR2?
It's just like a suspension package. So if you look under here, it's got the DSSV shocks, so like the spool valve shocks.
Yeah.
It's got a couple things in the interior, but basically, like, Chevy was trying to do a Raptor and they didn't. So it is kind of what it is.
So you're saying this does not compete with the Raptor?
No.
Not even a little bit?
No, but then, I mean, it's cool. It's all right.
Yeah. You got a cool rack with all these lights.
It's a truck hat is what we call it.
A truck hat?
Yeah.
Is this a special edition? Because it says R on it.
It's just a Golf R. Yeah, so.
What's a Golf R, for those that don't know, like me?
So a Golf R is basically an Audi S3 and a Golf body. So it's all-wheel drive. It's got the higher horsepower motor. The Golfs these are actually really fun. They're super subtle, but they're like 300 horse from the factory. They're pretty cool.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And naturally aspirated?
They're turbo.
Turbo?
Yeah, 2.0 turbo.
Okay.
This is a 23 Cayenne Turbo GT.
Okay.
That was very dirty yesterday, but we just cleaned it up. Matt just cleaned it up. So this car is like a Cayenne, but with the GT treatment. So the guys at Porsche, they took the GT department and they made this like hopefully as cool as like a GT3 RS or like a GT3. So
wait, the GT3 RS now, that's the really fast Porsche, right?
That's the car that's like supposed to be on a track. So this one is capable to be on a track like with those cars. No, it's not as fast. Yes, it's still a heavy ass Cayenne, but it can hang. So I have had it out on the track, and the tires show that. I've destroyed them.
Is that an actual carbon fiber roof?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy cow. The whole roof?
Yeah.
And that's stock?
With this package, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, the Turbo GT has that, yep.
Yeah, no, those tires definitely show a little bit of wear.
Yep. It's titanium exhaust from the factory. It's a fun car. It's like 650 horse. It's a good time.
It's like a secret Porsche in there. That's pretty rad. Are we going to be taking a ride in this?
I think we should.
I think we might need to do that.
I mean, we could definitely do that. But are you driving or am I?
Well,
I
mean, we'll see how it goes.
That's the real question. I think.
I'll leave my keys to the Violator here just in case.
I think you should drive it. I want to see the look on your face when we launch it.
That's fair. Now, tell us about this.
This car tries to kill me every time I drive it. This is the Speed Brownie. It's a '78 Buick.
The Speed Brownie?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it was, so the guy that I bought it from, he built the car. He's the genius behind the car, and I've always loved it. Like every time I went racing with him, I'm like, dude, sell me the Brownie, sell me the Brownie. He finally did. So his girlfriend named it the Speed Brownie, and I'm like, that's staying forever.
Dang.
So it's got a big block Chev in it, Power Glide. I think it's like 565 cubic inch. I've had it in the 8th mile so far since the new build. We just barely built the motor. Last year, Steve Schmidt motor, probably, I shouldn't have to tell you how many horsepower, about 300, 350.
Yeah.
So we've only done 8th mile. We're still tuning the car. It's a wild time. It's a wild time. I've had this car since I was 17. And I think this is the car I had out when I met you, actually.
Yeah.
Up at
I
Mountain
think
America.
so.
Yeah. And that's how we first met. I've done air on it since. I tried it myself first time with like the switch valves. I'm like, I want to build it myself. That was terrible. I had a professional do it, so it's done a lot better now. This car's been through it. I've had a wheel fall off going 45. I've almost died in this car. I've had, there's no stereo or anything on this one. It's pretty basic, but it's just been this
Nice.
is my first lowrider. I mean, almost 20 years. So
What do we have here?
this one is a 1989 Carrera 4. This is the first year that Porsche did all-wheel drive. This car has miles on it. I want to drive the shit out of it. This car will go across the country, no problem. I've done suspension on this one. I've done a little bit of exhaust work. And other than that, it's pretty much original. It's got a cool history. This car was the display car for Porsche North America. So anytime a new car would be brought out, so like say the 997 generation, 991 generation, they would bring all the previous cars and park them at like the event, right? So here's the first Porsche, second, like for the 911, this car was the 964 display car. Oh. So the miles came from Porsche actually driving them around the country.
Yeah, that's rad.
To display it. We had correct steering wheel, so back in like the 90s, if you wanted to switch it up, this was the steering wheel. So designed by Porsche design. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that is really
That came
cool.
with the car, but
there's actually a back seat.
Yeah, Carreras are every day. That's what's cool about these cars. They have back seats. You can put stuff up in the front trunk or frunk, which I don't know if that word sticks. I don't like that word. We were talking about that the other day. Is it a frunk? Is it a boot? Like, what is it? Yeah.
No, I dig this car.
Yeah, this is a cool car. This one's special to me. I really do love it.
So tell us about, these are RC planes?
Yeah. I've always wanted to have RC planes when I was a kid, but I could never have them. So I've got into them in the last few years. And it's an expensive hobby because they crash a lot. It's their fault. I don't know why they crash.
They just randomly do. Trust
they
me,
just
I understand
randomly
that.
crash. Yeah, nobody knows why.
You sure you want to ride in this, Byron? Here's your chair.
That's my seat.
Yeah, here's your seat.
I dig it. Well, we're going for a ride in the Speed Brownie, and my seat is a stock Jeep rim, and I'm pretty sure this is safe. You know, this is
we got a roll cage.
This is there's a roll cage in it. This isn't gonna be. I'm ready. I think we're ready. Hell.
shut the door. Are you okay?
Holy crap.
That's a good time, huh?
That was really good. Yeah, there's no way. I'd have to practice. Oh, wow. I couldn't even shut the door all the way.
That's the speed brownie.
Damn. All right. That was pretty damn rad.
We made it. I'm glad we're okay.
Good hell. 300 horsepower never hit so hard.
It's pretty lightweight. That's why it feels so fast. You know, 78 Buicks, they're known for their lightweight qualities. So.
You know what? That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do I? Okay. I think I have everything. Good hell.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, watch. It does.
Honestly, I don't even know what to
I know,
say.
it does it to me every time. That's yeah.
Okay, so 0 to 100%, where were we at on that?
The tires were 100% spinning the whole time. So that was full throttle, but maybe 50% traction. Every time I get in that car, I literally am in fear of my life.
Well, I didn't think I was until you gassed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I think I'm a new man.
All right, you're driving.
I'm driving.
Yep, you got to drive this one.
Damn it. Let me ask you something. What got you into old cars? Or what got you into cars, period?
I 100% give my dad credit.
Okay.
Grew up working at his shop. He always had old British cars and a couple of Porsches, and I would always be into the 911s. It's what I learned to drive on, learned to drive stick on that. When I was a kid, my first words were car names. So I've loved them since I was a little kid. Ever since I was a little boy, I've always loved cars. And it's stuck with me, man. I love the artistry in them. I love the design. And I love that they give you freedom. Today, freedom isn't a phone, but when we were kids, man, freedom was the boulevard.
It was.
Freedom was your car.
It really was.
You want to go see your friends, you know they're going to be in one of 3 places.
Yep.
And your car got you there.
No, that is really true. I mean, thinking about that, starting as a little kid, it really was, and I know there's a meme about it, but there's you know your friends were when you were a little kid because that's where their bikes were.
Right.
And then you knew after that because that's where their cars were or whatever.
Exactly.
And so that is such a true statement that.
It was freedom, man.
Yeah, it was our freedom.
It was freedom. And it still is for me.
Yeah.
If I'm in a good mood, I'm going to go cruising. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to go hop in my car. I'm going to go roll, and I'll feel better after.
Now, speaking of that, do you have ones, if you're in a good mood, you'd rather drive? And then if you're in a bad mood, is there one that you'd rather drive? Because I know I have it.
I like that question. Yeah, good mood is definitely Beverly or Vanessa, the lowriders. That's good mood.
Yep.
And then bad mood would be this one. It would definitely be this one. This will get some little bit of anger or pain out.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about what you do for a living. Well, tell us about, I don't know everything you do for a living, but I know that you have the wheel shop. Tell us about the wheel shop.
So I started in the industry about 17 years ago. We started off doing replacement factory OEM wheels for insurance companies and body shops, sell a little bit on eBay. So if you bend, break, crack, or you want to upgrade your factory stuff, we supplied that need. We found that OEM was a little bit better than the aftermarket. So
really,
as far as because it's hard to find. If you need an OEM wheel, where are you going to go get it? So we tried to supply that need. So we've been doing that for 17 years, well 18 years now almost. Good Lord. And about 5 years ago, I bought the alloy wheel repair specialist franchise from a good friend of mine.
Okay.
So we can repair now as well. So that's where Matt works. Matt and Marky run that store, and we've got an amazing team over there. So we can do machine work over there. We can do polishing. We can fix bends. We can fix cracks, you name it, with factory wheels, aftermarket wheels, 3-piece, whatever. I shouldn't say we because I don't know how to do that, but they're really, really good at it. And
I also heard that you have a huge inventory of new and vintage hubcaps?
I do.
Now, is that something we're
I
telling
do.
people or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. So if you remember Hubcap Heaven back in the day.
That's where I got all my hubcaps for my vintage cars.
Right?
Yeah.
So turn around here. We'll do a launch here. Here in Guadalajara, Mexico.
Yes, we are currently in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
In a Porsche, somehow you just get there faster than other cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, I think we're good here.
Okay.
I don't see any federales down there. So left foot on the brake hard.
Okay.
Right foot on the gas.
Okay.
And there we go.
Holy shit.
Not bad. You stuck with it. Everyone, let's go.
Oh no, I was gonna keep going.
You
I just
stuck
didn't know if
with
you wanted me
it.
to keep
Hell
going or
yeah.
not.
Everybody, let's go. I'm so stoked.
No,
Hell yeah.
I'd have kept going, but I'm like, well, I didn't know where you wanted me to end.
I mean,
Dang.
we can do it again if you want.
We're gonna go one more time.
Okay.
That was intense too. Now,
Once you have a full stop, there you go.
there we go. Holy crap! Holy crap! This is faster this time. That was. Okay, I'm not gonna say what speed we were going because we were doing like 45, but that took like 3 seconds, 4 seconds maybe. What is that?
Yeah, I think 0 to 60 is like 2.93, something like that. It's like an 11-second car in the quarter.
So that just gives more perspective on what the Speed Brownie does.
300 horse is a lot, bro. I don't know if you know that. That's a lot.
So,
Whew, it got me sweating.
dude, we're both sweating now.
Yeah, I'm a little warm.
Yeah, I want to like find like that truck that thinks he's fast right there. Like this just might turn into a whole event.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get in these fast cars and you're like, let's find someone else fast.
All right, so you know it's hard to conduct an interview when we're doing this type of stuff, but this is pretty rad. Okay, so one of the questions that I like to ask people that I'm talking with, chopping it up with. How old are you now, Nate?
I am 41.
So at 41 years old, I mean, just the little bit that we've been talking about, you know, work and stuff like that, obviously you've been through different life experiences.
There's been a few.
So at 41 years old, what do you think you'd go back and tell your 9-year-old self?
I would tell my 9-year-old self a couple things. Don't be worried about what other people think. Accept help along the way. And put others before you.
Oh, I like that. Now, how do you think that would change your perspective on life? If you were able to tell your 9-year-old self that.
All I could care about was what people thought. I grew up in a religion that had a lot of undue influence, a lot of unconditional love, and I thought you had to do, say, think, speak, or not do to gain that love, and so I based my life around that.
I can understand that.
So I would say, don't worry about what they think. If you believe in God, then just be one-on-one with Him. Don't worry about how other people see it. And then if you put others before yourself, then you're not going to worry about yourself and what other people think. Who cares? Enjoy your life. It's taken me so long to just be able to just enjoy my life without caring.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm almost there. You know, like I'm almost there. Like
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I just want to enjoy my life.
No, you know what? I feel that a lot. What's your favorite style of car? Because I mean, you have a plethora of different styles of cars.
That's a tough question.
I'm pretty sure this guy just blinked at me that he wanted to race.
You think he wants to race? I think he does. He does want to race.
I think he does. Now, do I have to launch control
You
it?
can just let her rip. We just beat a Jetta. We should be pretty proud of ourselves. See, it's faster than a Jetta. That's how you know.
Yeah. So yeah. Cool. Oh, so back to it. I mean, we shouldn't be racing in Mexico, but we did. Favorite style? I mean, favorite genre? Favorite? What if you could only? Okay, so here's a better question. I said, hey, Nate, you can only have one car. What would it be?
Lamborghini Miura.
Really? You'd go with the Lambo, huh?
No, I don't like Lamborghinis because of what they, but it's the most beautiful, gorgeous car there is. It's a form of art. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Do I want a new Lambo or like the scene that goes with that? No, that's not me, but that's it. And every day, like, okay, how about this? Achievable, realistic, just a 911, just a 911 I can drive. Air-cooled 911, I'm happy.
Air-cooled.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Now, are the GT3s considered a 911?
Yes.
Because they look, I mean, to the outsider that doesn't know,
so that's
it
like
looks
the race version of a 911. Yep.
And are they pretty quick?
They're fun, they're sticky, so they're quick, yes, but the fun thing about that car is when you get them on a track or a back road, they're sticky, they're fun, they're visceral, they're dynamic. You get it out there and you feel every little bit of the road.
I love that.
It's an amazing time. Those cars are built to evoke an emotion, right? So the way they smell, the way they sound, the way they feel, the way they look, they're touching on all the senses. That's what makes those cars special.
That being said, having a good time. What's your favorite time that you've ever had in a car?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Second favorite.
Honestly, real talk, anytime I get in the brownie and go out racing.
Oh,
That's my absolute favorite. That has got me through a rough year. Last year, I took that car out on my own all summer out to Sage Raceway with my close friends. I would meet them down there, and racing in that car on those old tracks that have been there forever, like that's, to me, there's nothing better than that.
That would be pretty rad. Some of the things that I love to bring up and talk about during Shop Talk is experiences. What is some life knowledge at 41 years old that you could pass on to those that are watching the show?
Man, I don't know if I have a lot of that.
I know you do. I know you do.
Well, if you're if you're happy with where you're at in life, I would say honestly a lot like what you're doing. Share it with others, make others' lives better. And if you're not happy with where you're at in life, then look around you close by. I like I call it the rule of threes, right? So let's say you're not happy with where you're at in life. Look around you. What can you fix in 3 minutes? So is your desk dirty? Clean that up. Then your mind will be clean. Is your bed messy? Clean that up. Then go 3 days. What can you do in 3 days? What can you accomplish in 3 days? Small things, wash your car, get your emissions done, stuff like that, like arrange that. 3 months is like, all right, looking a little bit further out, I probably want to get this done. I should do that for my mom. I should, I want to get like maybe a little bit better at work, like stuff like that. And then the 3-year rule. So that's like your long-term goals. Because a lot of times if you don't know where you're at and you don't like where you're at in life, then it's going to be overwhelming. There's nothing you can do about it today. So start small.
I love that. That actually, I was going to end the video with something else, but I want one more question for you. So, you've taken your business off. How do I park your car? Where's park?
So
I thought I hit park.
grab that. That's for the e-brake.
Okay,
and then
that's e-brake.
this is park right here. Yeah. There you go. And we're there.
So, give a piece of business advice for those watching. Because, you have a successful business here. And I know with what you just said about the 3...
Don't put money first. If people ask me that all the time, like if you're trying to achieve something monetarily, like that ain't it.
Yeah.
Do something you love to do and make sure whatever you're doing helps other people in their life.
I love that.
Because then you're going to be happy along the way. So success or failure is not based on how much money you make, but how many people you can help.
That is true.
Like what you do with the leather craft that you do, people smile when they get your product. Yeah. That's amazing. You supply a need and you make people happy. What we do here saves people money, right? We save people a lot of money with the replacement stuff. And they're just wheels. Like who cares? They're just wheels.
But if you need a wheel and you can't find one, you can save a couple bucks. That's a big deal.
And then beyond that, the people that I have in my life that I work with, as long as they're happy, then I'm happy. I'm super grateful for the people in my life.
I love that. Now here's where we kind of roll out the red carpet. Anything you want to talk about? or bring up?
Yeah, I did think about this. I did think about this. When you first invited me to do this, I'm like, bro, you need to do your own. Like, people need to see you. So what's coming is the camera being flipped around, and Shop Talk with Byron Diamond is coming up real quick.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. We're all gonna see. See,
if
you're embarrassed. See, I get that, bro. I felt
am.
the same way. I almost said no.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like, you make people feel special. This
appreciate
is a cool thing.
I appreciate
Matt
it.
was so stoked. He's like, bro, I'm gonna be on Byron's show. Cam, I'm on Byron's show. It's cool. You make people feel special. So
I appreciate that quite a bit.
it's super cool.
Well, if I do get on the opposite side
Win.
of the camera,
Sorry. Win. No,
I'll we'll talk about if you're the one to ask the questions. How's that?
I would be
Is
honored.
that pretty rad?
I'd be honored.
Okay, brother. Well, hey, I appreciate you being on Shop Talk.
I'm honored.
I
Thank you.
appreciate you letting me drive this beast of a car, and to be able to poop my pants. I mean, it makes sense why you guys call it the
There you go. The speed brownie.
The speed brownie,
Yes.
because I thought it was because of the color of the car.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. You're absolutely right. And I never thought about that till just now, but you're right. That's what it is.
But I'm Byron with 𝐵𝐷iamondleather and Shop Talk. This is my man, Nate. Have a rad day, everybody. Thank you for being on.
Everything that happens is motivation.
Now, there was a story that I'm trying to confirm right now about that gear shifter knob.
Well, as long as you don't ask anybody at a bar in Northern California, I can tell you about that.